everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal third-rounder out of Northern Iowa. And I think last year started as a 4th-string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produced as the year went on. Remember, he can run it, he can catch it. He was a wide receiver in Northern Iowa before he became a running back, and also has great kick return ability. Ran one back for a touchdown in 2015.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Here we go. Brand 38.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing, Hundley. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And Gresham has it left side. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
On the ground, this is Johnson. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Room here to run. He cuts left sideline and a crease there. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run. It's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they're...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now Hundley. It's complete to Fuller. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down. Let's go. White 90. White 90.
On Second down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on
Here
third.
we go. What?
Looking to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up fourth. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another pistol look here. Johnson running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Come on, let's go.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles as we just saw on that pickup.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now back to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Johnson on the counter. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Let's go.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Still down. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 1-9.
Throwing, Hundley. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He can't bring him down, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The All-Pro from 2015, Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Hey, 4 down. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Let's go.
Now Goff on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go now.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't.
Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. A big run there by Johnson. And even 60 yards on the ground. At one point, Chris Johnson toasted the league. Not sure he's that anymore, but he's showing he still has it.
An absolute resurgence in 2015. Took over as the lead ball carrier and really put up big-time numbers. We do know one thing, though. He can go the distance.
Yeah, home run ability. 4 runs in his career of 85 yards or more. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. That it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Throwing, Hundley. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You know, they always try to push you down when you're trying to go hard and do what you got to do. But see me, I don't pay them no mind, baby. They said I ain't gon' make it, they said I ain't good enough. They said I couldn't spit, man, they showed me no love. They claim that I ain't shit, they portray me a scrub. Words is harmless, critics, I could give a fuck. They said I ain't gon' make it, they said I ain't good enough. They said I couldn't spit, man, they showed me no love. They claim that I ain't shit, they portray me a scrub. Words is harmless, critics, I could give a fuck. I never gave a fuck about what a buster gotta say. I must be doing something right for bitches to mention my name. All I see is cash money, supplying the heroin. Separated from the rest of them, I'm in a different lane. So many people doubted me, I'm laughing with this victory. They try to take my soul, but overcame the misery. Think life for being a bitch, you showed me all the cruelty. See right through the bullshit, these fraud niggas ain't fooling me. These lies, these phonies, these motherfucking wannabes need natural talent, see me, I do this naturally. Y'all niggas living facades, my shit come from the heart. November 07, I was living in the dark. Now it's my time to shine, finna tear the world apart. With the brand I'm exposing, I'ma show my work of art. What time going against me got me staring at the clock. Mama need a new life, so I'm heating up the pot, nigga. They said I ain't gon' make it, they said I ain't good enough. They said I couldn't spit, man, they showed me no love. They claim that I ain't shit, they portray me a scrub. Words is harmless, critics, I could give a fuck. They said I ain't gon' make it, they said I ain't good enough. They said I couldn't spit, man, they showed me no love. They claim that I ain't shit, they portray me a scrub. Words is harmless, critics, I could give a fuck.
These haters hating, but they be faking what they means Nathan. They pissed off cause I'm soaring higher than aviation. I'm setting goals while you effing hoes stressed at home. The best with flows, I'm next to blow, that's set in stone.